Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jauza Byasmantika. You can call me Jauza. I'm from 10 Science 3. Now I want to storytelling. And the title of my storytelling is Rapunzel. I hope you enjoy it. Once upon a time, there lived a poor farmer and his wife. One day, they tried to pick fruit from their neighbor's garden. But the neighbor was actually a weak old wizard. And the witch yelled, "How dare you steal in my garden? I'll turn you into a mouse." And the couple wobbled in fear. And finally, the witch said, "Well, I'll let you go, but you have to give your first child." They were so very frightened that the couple immediately agreed and ran away. A few years later, beautiful baby girl was born to a couple of a farmer and his wife. Soon, the old wizard came and took the girl away from them and left. The witch named her Rapunzel and held her in a tall tower. Rapunzel grew in a beautiful girl, but the most beautiful of her was her gold hair. The only person Rapunzel was new old wizard. Every day, the witch used to come to the foot of the tower and call, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, get your hair down." And usually Rapunzel lets her hair fall out of the window, and the witch usually held it and climbed. One day, a passing prince hid behind the trees and watched the witch. As soon as the witch had left, the prince decided to try it. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, get your hair down." He did what the witch did, and he went upstairs to her room. Rapunzel was stunned to see the prince. She had never seen such a handsome man. After that, the prince fell in love with her. They began secretly meet each day after the witch had left. One day, because of her mistake, Rapunzel said to the witch, "Mom, you are heavier than my prince." And the witch realized what had happened. She was screamed and shouted angrily. Finally, she cut Rapunzel's hair and sent her deep into a forest. That day, when the prince came, he found the witch waiting for him on the top of the tower. She cursed and cast a spell that made him lose sight. The prince, now blind and heartbroken, wandered in the forest. A few days later, Rapunzel found the prince wounded among the trees. She started to cry to see the condition of her prince. But as tears fell, the prince's wounds miraculously healed, and his eyesight returned. The first thing the prince saw was his lover. They were very happy to see each other again. And finally, they went to kingdom and live happily ever after.